Shalom to my fellow Iranians of Jewish faith and all followers of Prophet Moses across the globe.
پیام جواد ظریف به یهودیهای جهان
When Iran is finally free,
و خشم نتانیاهو
than people think, everything will be different. Our two ancient peoples, the Jewish people,
Shalom to my fellow Iranians of Jewish faith and all followers of Prophet Moses across the globe.
محمد جواد ظریف معاون راهبردی رئیس جمهور ایران در پیام ویدئویی خطاب به یهودیهای جهان از آنها خواست همچنان به اعتراض علیه اسرائیل ادامه دهند. ظریف در این پیام ویدئویی خود که اولین پیام یک مقام بلندپایه حکومت ایران خطاب به یهودیان است میگوید دولت اسرائیل نه تنها حامل و عامل فرمان حضرت موسی علیه السلام نیست بلکه تک تک آن دهها فرمان رحمانی را نقض کرده است.
I begin in the name of our one compassionate and merciful God to remind us all of the urgency of preventing the spread of war, bloodshed, plunder, and oppression. I speak to you Jewish people across the world as a citizen of an ancient nation with a rich history of tolerance and humanity. For over 2,000 years, my nation has been a symbol of peaceful coexistence among various religions, cultures, languages, dialects, races, and ethnicities. Supporting the oppressed, the displaced, and those seeking refuge from genocide has always been a trait of my nation in its long and proud history. Liberating the Jews suffering under the Babylonians over 2,600 years ago. Receiving Jews displaced by the Nazis and fascists during World War II. Opening its arms to millions of Afghans fleeing foreign occupation and assisting Palestinians, Lebanese, and Syrians displaced by aggression and apartheid. We Iranians throughout history have sought peace but defended our land, absorbed occupiers in our culture, and never stopped supporting the oppressed. My fellow human beings, a few years ago, I had the honor of contributing to a unique achievement of multilateral diplomacy to end the manufactured crisis over Iran's peaceful nuclear program. Yet Netanyahu, who himself had contributed to the manufacturing of this crisis, made it his historic mission to obstruct and kill the nuclear deal, an agreement that would have ensured that the wolf this habitual liar was always crying about would never come to town. That agreement could have been the foundation of a new era of peace, tranquility, regional cooperation, and freedom from threats, conflicts, and escalating tension. However, before too long, Netanyahu and his Zionist and extremist cohorts succeeded in their satanic effort to rob the region and the world of this historic opportunity, standing on the wrong side of history.
این پیام در حال منتشر می شود که بیش از یک سال است که یهودیان چپگرا و مخالف جنگ در داخل و خارج از اسرائیل به ویژه در بریتانیا و آمریکا با تحصن، اعتصاب و تظاهرات گسترده مخالفت خود با جنگ در غزه را ابراز کردند و در ماه‌های اخیر برخی از خانواده‌های گروگان‌های اسرائیل نیز با مخالفت نتانیاهو در تظاهرات در تل‌آویو و سایر شهرهای اسرائیل پیوستند.
I speak a lot about the leaders of Iran. Yet at this pivotal moment,
بنیامین نتانیاهو نخست وزیر اسرائیل هفته گذشته در پیام ویدئویی بار دیگر مردم ایران را خطاب قرار داد و گفت جنگ افزار و حملات موشکی ایران مخارج بسیار بر روی دست مردم ایران می‌گذارد. او در این پیام ویدئویی که به زیرنویس فارسی در حساب خود منتشر کرد گفت جمهوری اسلامی که هر روز ضعیف‌تر می‌شود از مردم ایران بیشتر از اسرائیل در حراس است.
when Iran is finally free, and that moment will come a lot sooner than people think, everything will be different. Our two ancient peoples, the Jewish people and the Persian people, will finally be at peace. Our two countries, Israel and Iran, will be at peace. When that day comes, the terror network that the regime built in 5 continents will be bankrupt, dismantled. Iran will thrive as never before.
ظریف در پیام ویدئویی خود با تفکیک صهیونیست از یهودیان خواست و اعتراض خود علیه دولت اسرائیل و همراهی با قربانیان در فلسطین و دیگر نقاط جهان ادامه دهند. او گفت ملت ایران را در این مقاومت شرافتمندانه و عدالتخواهانه همراهی و پشتیبانی کنند.
I am confident that for all good human beings of Jewish faith and origin, a terrorist regime whose record has nothing but apartheid, genocide, carnage, looting, and systematic violence cannot represent Judaism, a divine Abrahamic religion that we all respect. Rather, this regime and its practices are simply reincarnations of the darkness of Nazism and fascism. Dear friends, sisters and brothers, aggressive Zionism is nothing but an expansionist secular movement, deceitfully using Judaism to advance its colonial and racist agenda. It abuses the memories and blood of Jewish victims of the Holocaust who perished during World War II, while Zionism itself is nothing but racism, chauvinism, militarism, terrorism, expansionism, apartheid, and hatred against other nations and religions. It deceitfully claims to be the representative and protector of Jewish people worldwide, while in practice, it is the greatest threat to the dignity and security of the Jewish people. This regime does not uphold the 10 commandments of Prophet Moses. Rather, it violates each and every one of these divine laws. It worships power, not God. It sacrifices Jews and Gentiles at the altar of Zionism. It uses the name of the Lord in vain to justify genocide. It ruins the honor of all Jews throughout history. It operates rape camps to violate the dignity of Palestinian hostages. It has made stealing people's land a full-time habit. It has turned bearing false witness into a global industry. It considers others as subhuman and covets its neighbors' houses, villages, and entire country, and on and on. My fellow Iranians of Jewish faith and Jewish people across the globe, you're not just horrified by the Zionist crimes committed against others, you yourself are victims of Zionist assault on your faith and identity. Continue to stand as you have done in the streets of Western capitals with all the innocent victims of Zionism in Palestine and elsewhere. Continue to support those at the forefront of this resistance who defend human dignity.
پیام ویدئویی ظریف با نظرات مخالفت برخی کاربران ایرانی روبرو شده است، اما با تحسین و تمجید طرفداران دولت پزشکیان روبرو شد. این در حالی است که اسماعیل بقایی سخنگوی وزارت خارجه ایران بار دیگر تهدید کرده است که برغم پیروزی ترامپ در انتخابات ریاست جمهوری آمریکا، تهران به عملیات نظامی اسرائیل علیه ایران پاسخ قاطع خواهد داد.